with mental wellness these days. So be kind to your mind. Give yourself permission to breathe. Share your feelings. You are not alone. Have hope. Talk to a Stay Well counselor for free confidential help 24/7 through the COVID-19 hotline.
Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Well, good morning, West Bloomfield. Thank you very much for joining us here on The Splash Live on this finally sunny Monday. How about that? A little cool in West Bloomfield, but wall-to-wall sunshine. That sure looks good and gets us off to a bright start today. Hey, the kids are back in school today, too. You probably noticed that as you were heading out on the roads. All the school buses are back in West Bloomfield and all the other neighboring school districts. So do be careful, especially on your way home from work today. Thank you very much for joining us for our 90 Minutes Live television right here, local live television each and every day on Civic Center TV and all of our affiliates. Of course, it kicks off with the Splash Live here at 9:30, which you're watching right now. Tyler Keefe will be at 10 with a Megacast. It's an hour and a half of very local programming we do for you each and every day. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you have a friend in the community that might not be aware of it, if you'd be so kind as to let them know, we would appreciate it. You can watch us each and every day on cable as you have for the past 20 years at Channel 15 if you're a Comcast subscriber. If you happen to be an AT&T subscriber, we are available on Channel 99. There's a menu system. Go in there. Click on West Bloomfield, Kegel Harbor, Sylvan Lake, or Orchard Lake, and you'll be able to get to our programming. You can also watch us live each and every day on our website, civiccentertv.com. That's a good place to go because we have closed captions available there via the website if you would like. And in addition, there's all of our archives of all of our programming and a lot more great community information on civiccentertv.com. We're on social media on Facebook, and we are live there this morning, also live over on YouTube. So if you're running around town, you can catch us out there. And of course, we are on our own radio station, 89.3 FM. Been on the air in West Bloomfield since 1974. Today, we call it Lakes FM, and we invite you, if you are tuning in. By the way, a quick note for our Lakes FM listeners that we are now simulcasting all of our Civic Center TV programming on Lakes FM. So if you miss a show or you're watching something, you've got to go run an errand, you want to stay with it, just when you get in your car, turn on 89.3 FM, and you'll be able to hear what you are watching. So as I mentioned, we have sunny skies today in West Bloomfield. Yes, we'll have a couple of clouds moving in, but an awful nice start today. It is a bit chilly, though, currently to start today, but it's going to warm up to a very comfortable 41 degrees. Yeah, I know. But around here, 41 degrees is comfortable. 41, at least this time of year. 41 degrees will be our high today, down to 29, cool again tonight. Tomorrow, maybe some snow or rain. Depends on what time of day it is, sneaking back into our area. So enjoy the sunshine today. And wow, look at Wednesday, warming up to 43 degrees with partly cloudy skies. So a little bit of improvement weather-wise. I had a friend come visit me the last couple of days, and they said, Dave, this is amazing. I never really thought Michigan had such a limited amount of snow. We really have been very fortunate so far this year, minus a storm or two, that we just have not had all that much snow, and we're seeing our lawns and our sidewalks and our streets snow-free today. We are so excited to be joined later on in the program by Shana Johnson. She is the president of Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. We're going to talk about some of the services there, including their expansion, the Henry Ford system expanding with quick care services all around our region. So more on that coming up in just a couple of minutes. It is one of the busiest weeks I can remember in an awful long time. We've got a calendar packed full of events, and we're going to be live in the community quite a bit. If you've not had a chance to meet, we'll have an opportunity this week, and it kicks off on Friday as we head into our Chamber induction breakfast. It's going to be Friday the 13th, a little scary there, but we're going to be getting together with our good friends of the West Bloomfield Chamber. We'll be broadcasting live at the Avalon in Commerce Township. You can come and join us. And of course, joining us also, managing all of the inductions and swearing in ceremonies will be our very own Judge Diane DiAugustini of the 48th District Court. She will be officiating. Costs just a couple of bucks to attend. $10 for members, $20 for non-members. More information over on the Chamber of Commerce website. And a big thanks from the Chamber to the Avalon of Commerce Township, 2500 Martin Parkway. We will be there broadcasting live, Tyler and I and our whole crew, and we look forward to seeing you there. And again, that is kicking off our big weekend on Friday. Of course, it is MLK weekend for many. That means an extra day off on Monday, but more importantly, it's a great opportunity to honor the life, the times, and the contributions of Dr. Martin Luther King. And we'll be doing that frequently over the weekend. We will be at West Bloomfield Middle School on Sunday for United We Walk, an annual tradition here in West Bloomfield. It all begins at 1 o'clock. Hopefully get there a little earlier, maybe stay a little later, get a chance to walk around the amazing, new, beautiful West Bloomfield Middle School. But when you come, be sure to bring some of the non-perishable items you see listed on your screen right now. And that includes small boxes of mac and cheese, cans of tuna, small cans of canned vegetables or chicken or other non-perishable items. Diapers would be great, baby formula, and other items. Just take a look at the screen. You'll see everything that's going on there. Again, our event is a little different than it's been in the past. Pre-COVID, we did this at West Bloomfield High School and walked on Orchard Lake Road. More of the information is all right there in that flyer, and you can go to our website and we'll have a link, and we definitely want to see you on Sunday. Be sure to join us this Sunday at West Bloomfield Middle School. It all kicks off at around 1 o'clock. And of course, Civic Center TV will be there, and we will be broadcasting live throughout the day. Then even more activities going on this weekend. It is the MLK Classic, the MLK Laker Classic basketball game. And it's not just a game, as you can see, it is a whole tournament going on Monday, MLK Day at West Bloomfield High School. First game kicks off at 11 o'clock with Riverview and Birmingham Groves. As you can see on the screen, we've got some of the top schools from all over the state of Michigan joining us, and it's going to be great. Your West Bloomfield Laker women's basketball team did a great job last year and won the state championship. So our state champ basketball teams invited some of the other great basketball teams from all around the state. We will be there. We invite you to come. It's going to be a great day of women's basketball. And then throughout the day, in between these games, we'll have a lot of messaging and information about Martin Luther King. So make sure that you join us. And that is going to be on Monday, the 16th. And if you can't be there in person, we'll be broadcasting the entire thing live. Of course, the entire event live on Civic Center TV and also on our partner website, My Michigan TV. So that'll be available for people all over the state. The eyes of the state of Michigan will be on us on MLK Day, and we really hope that you take an opportunity to be a part of it. So, and next week, obviously, is going to be a sad but a very busy week, as well as we have our memorial services for Pastor Jack Freed, who passed away before the new year. And the community will be out in a very large way to honor the life of Pastor Jack Freed. Tuesday is the memorial at the funeral home. On Wednesday, services at the Holy Spirit Lutheran Church. This is next week, the 18th. And then and they're going to be very crowded. There's no question about it. And then on Thursday, the 19th, the community at large is invited to come to the West Bloomfield Middle School. We will have a community celebration of life for Pastor Jack Freed. It's kicking off at 5 o'clock. It's going on in the auditoria. A lot of details still being worked out. In fact, all of our community leaders are getting together today for a little bit more conversation. And of course, we will have all of this live for you on Civic Center TV, and of course be going back and playing some of the video archives that we have of Pastor Freed over the past many years of his activities here in the community and we'll be memorializing him to the very best we can. And I know that many of you watching right now will want to be a big part of it. So there are the events coming up, not this week, but next week. And of course, we'll have more information, probably a lot more tomorrow morning after we all get together and put these final details together today. But again, a week from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the biggest event, Thursday the 19th, back at the West Bloomfield Middle School, and that will be happening in the auditoria. I was on Facebook this morning. I always like to, get around Facebook and take an opportunity to see what's going on there. And here is this great group of pictures from the folks at Temple Israel. And here's a post on Facebook. It says, our Temple Israel family mission to Israel is returned and is back to the United States. We're getting more and more photos from the trip as the group shares its experiences back with our community, and just some great pictures there of the folks from Temple Israel in Israel. How about that? All right, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute. We are going to find out all that is going on at our amazing Henry Ford Hospital, West Bloomfield, in just a couple of minutes. Don't go away. That coming up right here on the Splash Live. Good morning. I'm Dave Scott, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream lives on with United We Walk, an event that celebrates Dr. King Jr.'s birthday by embracing unity, diversity, and acceptance. Volunteer, participate, or donate to bolster your community and engage with your fellow citizens. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or go to unitedwewalk.org. Show your support Sunday, January 15th, 2023, from 1 to 3 p.m. at the new West Bloomfield Middle School. Catch some exciting games of basketball from high schools all over at the Laker MLK Classic. Cheer on your students and their competitors as they honor the freedoms and rights Dr. King fought to protect. Bring a friend, your family, or an acquaintance and get a good seat before 11 a.m. Monday, January 16th at West Bloomfield High School. The Lakers MLK Classic. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to the Splash Live. Dave Scott here in our Civic Center studios here in West Bloomfield. And we are so delighted to be joined now by Shana Johnson. She is the president of Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. Ms. Johnson, good morning. Good to have you here on the Splash Live.
Good morning.
Well, thank you very much for getting up bright and early. All this is probably the middle of the day for a hardworking executive such as yourself. But thank you for joining us early here on the Splash and checking in with the community. And we were so thrilled to hear about the new Go Health Urgent Care Center located on Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield Township. This facility is part of a joint venture between Go Health and the Henry Ford Health System. And I know that because it says it right here on this sheet of paper. So that's the bottom line. It's really exciting to have that right there on Orchard Lake Road. Another great service for our community. Tell us about it.
Sure. We are so excited to bring urgent care to the West Bloomfield and Greater West Bloomfield communities. This is a need in our community as we have experienced challenges with access, high quality care, and low cost options for patients experiencing minor and non-threatening symptoms. So this is a great jewel in our community. We are ramping up. We've been open for almost 5 months or more, and we are thrilled to offer this service to community members in need.
Well, it seems to be an important part of our mix in medical services. You've got your primary physicians that you should be getting out and seeing on a regular basis. You certainly have the amazing services that you have at the hospital. And then this is just another important part. The services that you offer in these quick care facilities, just another important part of the mix. I'm sure it's important for hospitals to keep people out of the ER rooms, but maybe even more importantly, for busy people such as myself, to get them in front of a medical practitioner when they really need it.
Certainly, it is complementary to the Henry Ford same-day clinic model. And so this model is intended to not only service those that are currently affiliated with Henry Ford Medical Group physicians, but also to service patients that are not affiliated with a primary care physician. So it is a great means to offer primary care in the community quickly, timely, and then certainly we have the ability to bridge patients over into the hospital should they experience a more urgent need. And then certainly if those that choose to come to our urgent care facilities are without a primary care physician affiliation, we are equipped and ready to make a referral.
So we have this.
Great option.
Well, very good. Forgive me for interrupting, but thank you. That's a great explanation. We now have this new Go Health brand that's new for a lot of people. Can you explain how Henry Ford Health is involved with the new Go Health urgent care sites?
Certainly. So Henry Ford Health is in a strategic joint venture with Go Health. Go Health operates and owns multiple urgent care facilities across the U.S. They are currently in the East Coast, on the West Coast, and also in the South. We are the only health system affiliated within Michigan, but they have over 200 sites. They have an expertise in urgent care, and so this was the right partner for us.
Well, good move, and again, it's just so great to have it. When we all feel better, and there's a great high level of trust when we know that Henry Ford Health is associated with somebody, because we know of your fine, outstanding reputation, your contribution to the community, the fact that you're a benchmark here in this community. So as we go and we look for, this type of service, it's really nice to know that you're affiliated with it and a part of it. And as you mentioned a minute ago, being able to make those referrals is also really nice. Now, here's the complicated part that I always get confused on. So I'm like, and today, unfortunately, I am having a little tingle in my throat. Didn't really notice it till I started doing the program this morning. So where do I go? When we are trying to decide which facility to go to, that can get a little bit confusing. Can you give us some insight?
Sure. So it's a great question. And you have to be really careful when making a decision. So I want to make sure that I am not offering clinical guidance, right? If should anyone watching be experiencing symptoms, the best way to separate it is to say if you are experiencing non-threatening illness, right? So think bee sting, sore throat, runny nose, then an urgent care facility is appropriate. If you are experiencing symptoms consistent with things like stroke or heart attack, chest pain, excuse me, it's really important that you contact your primary care physician if you have them. Certainly call 911, and I would say, and always choose the emergency center if your symptoms seem more life-threatening.
Well, that makes sense, but it does get a little bit confusing sometimes trying to decide, well, should I go here or should I go there? And I guess if you think it might be something that's life-threatening, that's pretty easy. Get in the car and go to the ER. But yeah, I think you described it really, really well. And I think most of us know, hey, if we need like a COVID shot or a COVID test or something simple, or like my little minor sore throat, should it continue to be an issue today, then we know that that's where we should be going. We certainly understand the benefits for the hospital to keep people that shouldn't be keeping your very capable ER room busy, busier than it should be by going to an ER when we don't need to. But can you talk about, I'm sure there's other benefits and other reasons why going to the urgent care center versus going to the emergency room makes sense.
Sure. So I think kind of consistent with your last question, what I think is great about our Go Health strategy is that you have the opportunity to schedule online. So we have an online feature that allows for you to save your spot for the same day. You could also choose a virtual option. That is not an option for you in terms of emergency services. So self-selecting into the right pathway is one of the greatest benefits of urgent care. I would also say high quality care is afforded to you as it is in a hospital setting. And then probably most importantly for some of us is our cost, right? So this is a lower cost option. And even if you have insurance, your copays are typically lower for urgent care visits than they are for the emergency room. So it's just a really great option all around for the consumer to choose this pathway.
And I'm going to get off script here a little bit, I know, because I didn't really let you know that I'd be asking this, but it's really been a very impactful week for all of us who love football and for the amazing work, you know where I'm going, and the amazing work that our medical practitioners do all the way through the whole chain. I mean, we just saved a football player, right? We, the fine people in Cincinnati, did saved a football player who literally was, close to death on the football field because of a cardiac arrest and because he was not getting oxygen and not breathing. And now we see, that he's on the road to recovery. But, when I think about that story, it warms my heart because I know that people all the way through the chain, it's a team effort. It's those people on the field. It's the first responders. It's the guys at the West Bloomfield Fire Department and the police department and anyone who's received CPR training. And then when they bring somebody to you and to our hospital in West Bloomfield in a similar situation, and that whole team has done a really good job. We often have really good results as a part of that. And it just got me thinking about the whole medical system as a whole working together. Your thoughts?
First and foremost, I think we all witnessed a miracle, right? What a tragedy if it didn't go in the direction that it did. And excuse me, thankfully, this young man is on his road to recovery. I think what you're describing is multifactorial, right? You're talking about a community partnership, which I pride myself as a leader in this institution in trying to foster those positive community partnerships with the fire department, the local police department. We partner with local healthcare organizations. We sit in a pretty densely population of seniors. And so the nursing home facilities that are within our geography, we strategically partner with them, as well as patients tend to toggle back and forth between those facilities and our hospitals. So I think it's so critical for us to continue to integrate where we can to create programs that bridge patients between the various care settings. And that's what we strive to do within our organization. So great point. Like I said, very happy to see this outcome for this young man. And we certainly save lives like that each and every day here in Michigan. So.
Well, Shana Johnson, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Good to have you with us. Anything else going on at Henry Ford Hospital, West Bloomfield, that I should be aware of, or any other comments or anything else you want to share?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. We are so thrilled to be a part of this community and continue to deliver all the needs that the patients require. So thank you for this opportunity, and come see us if you need us today.
I will. I think I'm going to be okay. Maybe I just need a little sip of coffee here, but if not, I certainly will come visit. And thank you too. The other thing, other than just the fine work you do, your institution plays such a pivotal role, as if you must be, if you're not our largest employer, one of our largest employers in West Bloomfield, and just a real key cog in this community. So thank you very much. We'll have you back on the show again. Good to see you this morning. Thank you for responding to our request, and have a fantastic day.
You too. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Take care. Shana Johnson, the president of Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, joining us here on the Splash Live. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back with more in just a moment.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important.
And now the same is true in the face of flu.
Influenza has the power to infect millions.
But it's easy to protect yourself, your family, and your community.
The flu vaccine is safe and effective. And with COVID-19 still around,
it's essential. Together we can face flu season head on.
Visit michigan.gov/flu.
To ring in the new year, the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce welcomes the 2023 Board of Directors. Don't miss this opportunity to network with and congratulate the movers and shakers of our community, show your appreciation, and more. With the whole event officiated by Judge Diane DeAugustini. Register at westbloomfieldchamber.com. Entry is $20 for non-members and $10 for members. We'll see you January 13th. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Good morning. Thank you very much for watching the Splash Live. Dave Scott here in our Civic Center TV studios. We thank you for watching on cable television, listening on the radio, or tuning in via social media, wherever you happen to be this morning. Thank you very much for being a great part of our community. And you're a big part of our community too. Generally, it's been my observation that anyone that is tuning into these shows has a deep care and love for what's going on in our community. So thank you for being a big part of all that is going on right here in the greater West Bloomfield area. Well, one thing we've been able to do at Civic Center TV, and it came at the request of some folks in the community. One of the things we've been able to do here is make it easier for you to have captions on our programming on Civic Center TV. Now, it's kind of a complicated thing to do to embed them and get them on the cable and get them across all of our platforms because we are a multi-platform outlet these days. It gets a lot more complicated, but there really is a simple process you can do, and you're seeing some of it on your screen today. We're going to give you all the directions in a minute, but there really is a very simple process you can do on your computer that will do just what's happening on your screen right now. Add closed captions. And if you're on your computer a lot and you're watching a lot of content, you might find it's really helpful to not only have it there and available for our programming, but for any programming you want. And for us to be able to take the closed captions and put them on your cable TV broadcast and on your live streams, it ended up being very complicated and very expensive. We're working on it. We may do it in the future, but it is super easy to add closed captions to your web browser. And I've done it on my computer, and I'll turn it off every once in a while because it gets in the way now and then. But it is really easy to add closed captions. To make it even easier for you, we put a set of instructions together on our website. And all you need to do is go to this QR code that the guys are going to show you here in just a minute and scan the code that we're going to put on the screen here for you. And that will take you directly to the page with all of the information. All of the information. You have the QR code? Okay, we don't have the QR code right now, but you can go to our Civic Center TV site. It's really easy to get in there and find it and navigate into the instructions for the closed caption. Couldn't be easier, and then you'll be all set. So all the details are on civiccentertv.com. Go in there. You'll find all of the closed captioning information. And again, just as an additional piece of advice, it really is a handy thing to have available on your computer all of the time, not just some of the time. So look for that on Civic Center TV, whether you're watching, especially when you're watching like a complicated municipal meeting or something else, you're getting into something technical. And you could be doing it and using it if you're on YouTube. All the instructions at closed captioned, which can be very handy for anybody, especially our senior members of our community. We invite you to tune in all the time, and adding the closed captions on our website will make life a whole lot easier for you. So, yeah. I can hear the guys in my headphones telling me, Dave, the reason you probably have a little bit of a sore throat this morning is all that yelling you were doing at your television last night watching football. So congratulations to our amazing Detroit Lions for the great job they did this season. And even though they didn't make the playoffs, they certainly accomplished an awful lot. And it's been so much fun. It's been a great football year with our West Bloomfield Lakers and now the Detroit Lions beating Green Bay at Lambeau and winning 5 out of 6 games in the NFC North. And the way that all played out on television, for those of you that are also sports fans and probably watched that, my guess is you were jumping up and down in your living room when that field goal that Seattle kicked that bounced right off the upright. You probably were yelling and screaming a little bit last night too. But again, congratulations on a great season for our Lions, and our future is bright. So that's going to be it for me today. I got to scoot along. Tyler Keefe will be in just a moment with the Megacast. A lot more local community information. We'll see you soon right here on Civic Center TV. Have a great day.